Welcome back to AI Signal and Noise. It is Tuesday, and dude, the AI news cycle is just absolutely relentless right now. I am Taylor.
And I am Morgan. Yeah, we have got a really fascinating mix of stories today. Some major industry acquisitions, but also some serious reality checks for users.
Totally. We are going to talk about pricey AI coding tools and people actually using ChatGPT for their retirement plans, which is wild.
Which is frankly terrifying, by the way. But first, let's talk about what happens to humans when they actually use all these new AI tools that work.
Okay, so I saw this wild study on the decoder from BCG. They surveyed almost 1,500 workers, and they found something called, get this, AI brain fry.
AI brain fry? Okay, I have to admit that sounds a little dramatic. What exactly does that mean in a workplace context?
Basically, people are overseeing so many AI agents at once that their brains are just hitting a wall. It triggers massive cognitive exhaustion.
Right, because instead of doing the work yourself, you are constantly reviewing and verifying AI output, which honestly takes a completely different type of mental energy.
Exactly. It is like being an editor instead of a writer. And the consequences are super measurable. The study showed way higher error rates from these workers.
Wait, really? So the AI is supposed to reduce errors, but because the human overseer is exhausted, more mistakes are actually slipping through the cracks?
Dude, yes, it completely backfires. And it gets worse. The study also showed a huge increase in people's intent to quit their jobs over the stress.
That is a massive red flag for companies. Everyone is rushing to deploy AI for productivity, but they are completely ignoring the human bottleneck in the loop.
Totally. We thought AI would make our jobs chill, but managing a whole team of bots is actually super overwhelming. It is like herding digital cats.
Mm-hmm. If you treat AI like a magic button without adjusting your workflow expectations, you are just going to burn out your best human managers.
So true. We really need to figure out how to work with these agents before our brains completely fry like an egg on a summer sidewalk.
Absolutely. But speaking of managing AI agents, it looks like the big labs are finally taking agent security seriously. What is the news with OpenAI?
Oh man, this is huge. I read on TechCrunch that OpenAI just acquired Promptfoo. They are seriously scrambling to secure their AI agents for businesses.
Promptfoo, I know them. That is an open source tool for testing and evaluating large language models, right? So OpenAI is buying up security infrastructure.
Exactly, because frontier labs are realizing something important. If they want big companies to trust AI agents with critical operations, they have to prove they are safe.
Which is honestly the biggest hurdle right now. An AI hallucinating a poem is funny. An AI hallucinating a database deletion is a corporate disaster.
Dude, 100%. And Promptfoo is really good at finding those vulnerabilities. It feels like OpenAI is gearing up for some massive enterprise deployments soon.
I think they have to do this. If you are going to let an AI take real-world actions on your behalf, the testing framework needs to be completely bulletproof.
Totally. It shows the market is shifting, you know? We are moving from look at this cool chat trick to how do we actually not break our company?
Right. It is the maturation of the AI space. Security is finally catching up to the hype, or at least they are paying enough money to try.
Yeah, just throwing millions at the problem. But honestly, if it keeps my personal data safe from a rogue AI agent, I am all for it.
Fair enough. It is better than doing nothing. I am curious to see how they integrate it into ChatGPT. Will regular users see the difference?
That is the big question. Hopefully, it just runs quietly in the background, but hey, let's pivot to another tool trying to catch AI mistakes.
Good transition. I know we have some news about software development and code review tools. What is happening in the coding world today?
Okay, so ZDNet reported on this brand new Claude code review tool. It uses AI agents to check your pull requests for bugs, which is so cool.
Interesting. But AI code review is not entirely new. GitHub Copilot has been around. What makes this specific Claude integration stand out from the crowd?
Well, it is apparently super thorough. But get this, it can cost up to $25 per pull request. That pricing completely blew my mind.
Wait, $25 for a single pull request? That is incredibly expensive for everyday development. How on earth are they justifying that kind of price tag?
Right? I thought the same thing. But the argument is that it prevents catastrophic bugs. Like, if a $25 check saves you $1 million outage,
I see the logic there. It is not meant for checking a quick typo in your CSS. It is for deep, complex logic reviews in critical infrastructure.
exactly. It is literally like having a senior engineer deeply audit your code before it goes live. Big enterprise companies might actually pay that premium.
I suppose if you compare it to the hourly rate of a senior developer doing the exact same manual review, $25 is actually a massive bargain.
Dude, that is such a good point. It is expensive for an AI tool, but super cheap for a senior dev equivalent. Still, my jaw dropped.
It definitely changes how we value AI tasks. We are moving from flat monthly subscriptions to paying per high-value task. It is a big shift in business models.
Totally. I just wonder if indie devs will ever get to use it or if it is strictly for the big players with massive budgets.
Probably just the big players for now, but speaking of high stakes and money, let's talk about people trusting AI with their life savings.
Okay, this last story is wild. According to the Decoder, millions of people are already using AI chatbots like ChatGPT for actual financial advice.
Oh no, please tell me they are not asking ChatGPT how to plan their retirement. That sounds like an absolute recipe for financial disaster.
Dude, they literally are. The Financial Times reported that people are using it for retirement planning, but financial experts are warning everyone about the clear limits.
I would certainly hope so. These AI models are language predictors, not fiduciaries. They can easily hallucinate tax codes or give wildly outdated investment advice.
Totally. Like, the bot might sound super confident telling you to put all your money in some random tech stock, but it does not actually know anything.
Right, and the real danger is that the interface is so conversational and authoritative. It completely strips away the friction of doing traditional, careful financial research.
Exactly. People just want a quick, easy answer, and ChatGPT gives it to them instantly. But if it messes up your 401k, there is no customer service.
Which is exactly why financial regulators are probably having a heart attack right now. The liability questions here are just massive and completely unresolved at this point.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I love AI. I use it every day, but I am definitely not letting it manage my portfolio anytime soon. No way.
A very wise choice. It is a perfect example of why we need to be incredibly careful about where we apply these generalized AI tools in our lives.
Seriously, stick to human advisors for your money, guys. The AI might be smart, but it does not care if you go broke.
Exactly. It has no skin in the game. It is just predicting the next most likely word, not securing your financial future.
Seriously. Well, that is about all the time we have for the podcast today. It has been a crazy week for AI already, and it is only Tuesday.
The industry truly never sleeps. Remember to verify your generated code, protect your enterprise data, and please do not let a chatbot plan your retirement strategy.
Great advice, as always. That is it for today. We will be back tomorrow with more AI news.